thing just always pops up and forget about that. But anyways, this isn't big games, BS or any den media stuff. Just a quick I guess little nugget drop thing here. I happen to be blessed to be able to work with some of the top athletes in the nation for the next couple years. At Mandarin High School, we just had two kids commit within the last 24 hours. Class of 24, top 100 player, John Mitchell, who's committed to Penn State. Class of 25 quarterback, Tramel Jones, just committed to Florida State. And there's still a lot of guys that are left on that team that everybody's going to want to know about. And they're going to give guys sound bites in passing. So I figured, why not take advantage of the guys that I've kind of helped develop and just say, hey, man, let's talk. Let me introduce you guys to these guys that I've talked to so much. Jamie Ffrench is a kid who I remember seeing when he came to summer workouts, and I'm like, who's the senior transfer that we just got? Like, the kid runs really, really good routes. And they're like, man, that's the JIT. I'm like, the JIT from where? The JIT that just came from middle school. I'm like, that is not a kid who just came from middle school that is running routes like that. I do not know why y'all ain't got a lie to me. Y'all just lie to somebody else. And this wasn't on April 1st. Again, Jamie and Tramel both came in the summer, so they didn't have us in the spring. So seeing his competitive nature come out as a freshman, was a serious contributor and made a name for himself with wide receivers that I believe all three of those guys, even though a few transferred out and couldn't play, all still ended up getting college offers. So to come in as a freshman and compete that way speaks volumes to the competitive nature in which Jamie Ffrench possesses. There are also some things that we will touch on where as I said in the previous interview, that they just get on my goddamn nerves. They compete too much. Like, we have to tell them to stop competing. Like, pull back. You got what you want. They don't listen, and it's not that they're being disobedient or disrespectful. It's just when you got that dog in you, you have that dog, and they're not satisfied with just being 5 stars. As I've told Jamie before, is the goal the NFL or the NIL? He always says the NFL, and that's the right answer. So I want to bring on Jamie Ffrench here into the fold, so you guys can get to meet my guy. He's all Nike'd out in the Nike tech suit right now, looking real clean. What's going on,
Yo,
Jamie?
what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
All right, man. So you just took a trip, and we're gonna get into that trip, and we're gonna talk about that, and also the feelings of seeing one of your friends or somebody that's close to you, one of your teammates, get opportunities to go ahead and solidify their career. But before we get into that, tell the world who you are, your social media handles, as well as your classification and your rank.
Jamie Ffrench, 2025 receiver out of Jacksonville, Florida, Mandarin High School. I mean, yeah, that's really, I mean, say so dot two is my Instagram. My Twitter is my name, Jamie Ffrench Jr. Check me out, man. Y'all gotta check me out.
Go give him some love. Make sure we go follow that. You know, some people be like, I ain't following the kid till he commit. Don't be like that. Follow him, show him the love, make sure he knows. I'm gonna tell him I knows. Go ahead. I'm gonna always tell him what I want him to do. I want what colors I want him to wear. But at the same time, this is a decision that he's gonna have to make because this is a big boy decision. It's gonna develop the trajectory. But we'll talk about all of the different things that got to that. So I kind of gave a little bit of a background about how you started at Mandarin. So tell a little bit of people about even though it's brief, about how you got into football and what it's been like to get you to this point, to where you're at right now.
I really been playing football since Pop Warner, Little League days. You know, that always been started. So it carry over then until I guess middle school, and then after that, just took off from middle school. I decided to attend Mandarin, and then got it around a great coaching staff, developed me well, put me out there early, and it just went on from there. I mean, I hit the camp road my freshman year. Yeah, I hit a couple camps before freshman year, and then I hit a couple more after. And I just got my name out so everybody can know who I am, stuff like that. And then it just went on from there.
What were some of the camps that you attended?
I attended Georgia was my first one. I attended Miami. I attended Ohio State. I attended LSU. I attended where else? Florida. Where else have I been? It's a couple places, man. But I attended a lot of schools around the area, like also Alabama as well. Yeah, Texas A&M, schools like that. I done went around, seen.
Okay. So what kind of wide receiver? How are you used in the Mandarin's offense? What kind of wide receiver are you?
Really, that guy you looking for first downs. I mean, I'm down the field on the go ball, one on one, put it up there. I'm gonna grab it. I mean, stuff like that. Getting open, making a play after making the first man miss, stuff like that. I'm the X receiver there, so that plays a big part into the offense.
Okay. Um, so what are some of the? I guess what are some of the difficult? Like I know you get bracketed quite a bit. Does that frustrate you, or you always just like you know what? I'm gonna get mine. I just gotta wait.
At times, it all depends. At times, it can be frustrating, but also when my dog's eating, I mean, shoot, we gonna win. So it is what it is. But at times, it can get frustrating.
You've been big on 7-on-7 this past off season. You've been making some good highlight plays. How you feel? How do you feel that's actually preparing you for the upcoming season, upcoming spring?
So I think it's a great way to test out my new releases and stuff like that. So when the actual spring hit, actual fall hit, I could put those into my bag. Stuff like it helps me get reps against guys from all over the place, like Las Vegas, California, all over the country, stuff like that. It's nationwide. So stuff like that helps getting reps, going against other guys, top dogs.
Very rarely will you even see a Power Five corner consistently in a high school when you're playing in a high school. You have to go to 7-on-7 tournaments to see these kind of things. What is it like having two and now a third in the safety that are going to be at your practices at Mandarin High School? For those who don't know, I don't even know AJ's real name. I just know him as AJ. And then you got
hmm
John on the other side. What is it like competing with them every day and battling with them? And how
I
does it help
mean,
you?
it helps a lot. They're really physical, tough, so that helps a lot. It's gonna help me in the long run, give me different looks from weekly strategies, stuff like that. I mean, it helps a lot. Having two corners like that is a blessing. I mean, going into the next stage, it's gonna have a big jump on me.
So going into recruiting and going into that last like what is and you were on the road for like what 2 weeks with your mom and y'all were y'all
Yeah.
driving most of the places?
Well, we flew and then like we hit it. So we flew into Michigan, right? No, we flew into Pittsburgh and it was right across. We hit like just school to school to school to school. We hit all of them, and then we went from Ohio State all the way back. We dropped back down to Michigan, just hitting all the areas up there up north.
So what was the what so were you camping or just touring campuses?
I was camping at the time. I was camping. It was both camping and touring, camping and touring.
So what was the mindset into going in and basically every day going into a game, like playing a game each and every day for like almost 2 weeks? What was that like?
It was. I mean, it could be tough on your body, but I mean, when you want, it is what you want. So you gonna do what you want for what you want. So stuff like that. I mean, it helps in the long run. It's gonna help.
What did the coaches say? Like when they're like, Man, you just left Penn State. I mean, you left Pitt, you left here. Like you ain't tired. What was it like being? Because you picked up a lot of offers, doing this.
It would, I mean, they don't have a problem with it. They really just say check out all your options. I mean, they really like when you go all over the place, see who has this and that. So they would like check out all your options. I mean, and go who's best.
Gotcha. So going into it, who are it's not your top five. I won't make you do that. But who are five of the favorite camps or visits that you've had up to this point? It doesn't have to be in any order either.
So I'll say definitely Alabama, Georgia. Ohio State, Florida State. And ooh, I say Penn State, Penn State.
Penn State. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
What is it about? What did you like about Penn State?
It was definitely a different atmosphere. I mean, getting to see stuff new. I mean, everybody has like a same type of culture, but like when it's like new, the family, you get like family vibes from the coach and stuff like that is different. Meeting
Uh,
new head coaches and stuff like that.
what about? I think you said Ohio State.
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir.
So what did you like? What's Brian? What's Hartline like? Everybody knows him right now as the GOAT wide receiver coach. What's that guy like?
He's a great guy. I mean, he got a good personality. He knows his stuff. When it's time to work, it's time to work. When I can't with him, I mean, he taught me a lot of different things I can add to my season, and it helps. I mean, like different drills, getting in and out of your breaks, stuff like that. When setting up your DB, stuff like that. We ran over a couple drills in his office, stuff like that. I mean, he's a great coach. He knows what he's doing.
Alabama, the legend. I played for a legend, Bobby Bowden. He's dead, but I guess the next closest thing would be Nick Saban. One of the things that really throws me off is he really short. Because
Yes,
at first I thought because his personality is so big, I
hmm
thought Nick would be a larger man, but then I found out he's like
yeah,
5'5" or something like that.
yeah, definitely. He's a short man. He's very short. He's real mellow too, real mellow.
Really? So what's his recruiting pitch like? Like what is just it like being around him?
Oh, he's not gonna say too much. He's gonna say what he have to say though. He told me he loved my film. He offered me since last year. I mean, he see me developing. He see me I have an opportunity to come play for their university. So stuff like that. I mean, any other thing when a college coach is recruiting you, he just is very mellow about it.
He said Georgia. What's Kirby? I mean, like, Kirby coached me my freshman. It was my freshman. I think it was just my freshman year. He was a GA, and I learned a valuable lesson. Treat GAs nice because they could become the most powerful coach in football if you trash them one day. So, um, but I've always nice to Kirby. Kirby's an amazing coach. What was it like to be around Kirby Smart?
He's always fired up. I mean, it's always something different with him. He's always fired up, ready to go, ready to work. Wherever he is, he's ready to work, ready to go. I mean, he's a real good guy. He's gonna joke with you, laugh with you. When it's time to work, it's time to work.
And then going into Florida State. So, what is it like at Florida State? What do you like about it? What's Mike Norvell like?
Man, it's very different, I'll say. Coach Norvell is very different. His personality is always up to him. Somebody you want to play for. I mean, coming in the facility, not wanting to practice, you see him hopping around. I mean, phew, he's gonna make you want to practice. Then just the energy in the facility, the people they have there, the coaching staff, it's just somewhere you want to be, somewhere you want to be and work, stuff like that.
Talk about my guy Ron Dugans. Ron's South Side of
Mhm.
Tallahassee guy, legend at Florida State. What is it? What's it like talking to him and from a recruiting standpoint? And what's the vibe you get from him as a coach?
I get the vibe where he just wants the best from me. I mean, Coach Dugans is a real good coach. I mean, he's gonna give nothing but the real to you, and that's what I like about him. He's gonna tell you the truth, keep it real, and also he's gonna give you game. So that's a win-win. And also he's gonna develop you. So I mean, that's all around good coach right there.
Oh, that's nice. So going in there, we're going to talk more about this now because we can. It's my show, and I played at Florida State. But it's also relative because you were at. You got a chance to catch a scrimmage. You got a chance to tour the campus. You got a chance to do other things. What was the scrimmage like? Was it competitive? Did the
Oh
guys?
yeah, oh yeah, they was getting after it. They was getting after it. I mean, everybody was jumping around, tackle after tackle. Yeah, they was getting after it.
Okay. What was I guess what was one of the highlights that you saw at the practice, and then what was I mean, was there a moment that you were just like, "Yo, these cats right here, this is a little bit different than high school ball."
I'll definitely say the first drive. I mean, they started practice with some indie drills. I mean, they went right into it. First drive, Jordan Travis, the first drive, he drove it all the way down like he wasn't nothing, like he was on air. I was like, man, this offense gonna be electric this year. So that seeing that was like, man, they're on to something.
Okay. So the campus tour. What was one of the things that you liked the most about the campus tour? Is there anything that you saw out there that you was just like, dang, this is really nice? I like Florida State's campus, but I'm
Yeah.
biased.
I have to say the student lounge where they have I forgot what it's called, like the student union or something like that, where they have
Mhm.
something they can be switching to during class. They go chill, have food there, stuff like that. That was really nice. It was like 3 stories. That was really nice. I enjoyed that. I had to walk around, see what it was like. That and I have to definitely say, I had to definitely say the classrooms. The way they have it is real nice. It's real nice. The way they have the building set up just look like a castle.
Yep, that's true. It does. The student union was what didn't look like. Obviously, it didn't look like that because it just remodeled it. But that's where, man, we used to spend so much time there. They had it was called Market Wednesdays, but that was basically when it was making a flea market. And they, well, now you don't sell CDs, but you can get the CDs, cheap DVDs, clothes, all kinds of stuff, and then you'll see like the Black Greeks, like the AKAs, the Deltas, the Kappas, the Qs. They would all go out there. They would do their little dance. The football players post up. We actually had a big brawler thing with the Sigmas. It didn't end the way it didn't end the way they wanted it to end. But somebody did. I guess somebody messed their lineup, and don't do that. Like Jay Z said, Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. We were a little bit more rambunctious, but the student union is dope. The facilities, I think that they're doing. Have they talked to you a little bit about the football only facility that they're
Oh yeah,
building?
they told me by the time I get it, that won't the building they're using now, they won't be using that. It'll be closer to the indoor facility. It'll be closer to the indoor facility where they have all the meetings and stuff at. It'll be all at one spot, they said. I remember that.
Gotcha. That's dope. So you go there, you meet with Coach Norvell. What's Coach Norvell talking about to Jamie Ffrench in the meeting before the scrimmage?
He was really just forcing that, like, if you want to come play home and just stay here in Florida, just come right up the street, 2 hours, Florida State. He was really forcing that and just he would develop me to the best I want to be on and off the field. It's not all about football. Stuff like that. He was just really saying stuff like that.
Okay. Now, something that a lot of people don't know is, or I'll just let you say, what was your favorite school growing up? Like, what were the schools that you really, truly enjoyed watching when you were coming up?
Florida State, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was only one school on my mind. That was Florida State.
So,
That was
Florida
Florida
State
State. I
fan
had
here.
my whole room was Florida State, man.
So that means during that time you're probably watching it 13 when Jimbo had the
Yep.
rocking and everything like that.
Yep. When Dalvin was in, Jameis Winston. Yep, I remember all that.
Yeah, so starting to get pretty good. Is it comes in areas like that, so you got a chance to. Actually, I gotta make sure I get you my dog. If you talk, we got. Are you coming to the spring game?
Yeah, 15th on April 15th. I'm trying to make it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to make it.
All right, we gotta get you linked up with Pete. I remember we got the FaceTime call
Oh
with you and
yeah.
Doug
Oh yeah, yeah,
early.
yeah. I
We gotta
remember
get
that.
you. We gotta get you
I
with
met
Doug.
with it was a receiver I met with his name like McCormick.
Oh, Kez McCorvey.
Yeah, that's his name.
Listen,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
met with
tell you
him
this.
today.
I gotta ask them what the Gotta ask them what the. I don't want no violations, but at the same time, I'm saying Kez McCorvey taught me everything that I know about speed and agility training, and he still runs the best routes that I've ever seen in my life. Kez McCorvey routes were so good. Kez McCorvey can run a stop route on a bowling alley surface in dress shoes. Like that's how good Kez routes are, and he's just like he played with Charlie Ward, and they just
Mm.
said they used to talk about how the offensive line would just say, man, they get done with their blocks, they see Kez running a route, and some DB is just spinning in a circle with his hands in the air, and Kez is gone, and and it's a touchdown. So that's a good guy, solid man, really really good dude. They got some again one of the best things that I always tell people about, and we'll talk about those things when you get closer to whatever your decision time is or when you're weighing your stuff out is that it's a Florida State is like a fraternity. It's a network. So you said Kez, I know Kez real well. Kez is way older than me. Me and P Dub hang out like I played with P Dub. Um, the guys who come in and come out typically always you hang out with the people in your class. hang out with the people that you were brothers with. Like as you know, I connected you with Crow when he was at Texas A&M. It's one of those things
Mm-hmm.
that we just vibe with, and
Right,
everybody
right, right.
pretty much rocks with each other. And if we can help somebody advance their career, get better, that's one of the best things. One of the blessings that I think came, and it wasn't really no organized thing. It's just what guys who played at Florida State is what we do. So,
Right. Yeah.
but bigger than that, going into the season, you have your 5-star ranking and a couple of I think your consensus 5-star. One has your high 4-star.
Mm-hmm.
What are the goals and the expectations for Jamie Ffrench heading into this upcoming season?
Really just lead my team as much as possible to a state title and win. That's really it. That's really my goal. And also get as much as receiving yards as I can, really and truly, can contribute to my team.
Honestly, not nothing wrong with that. You got to get the yards, got to get the got to continue to produce. That state championship is quite quite a realistic goal. It seems like with all the talent that's there already,
Oh yeah.
and with the coaching and the leadership of Coach Bullock. What was it like to be there, just checking out the scrimmage, and then to see the guy who's going to be throwing you the ball make the commitment? And what was the atmosphere like for the commitment with Tramel Jones at Florida State?
Man, it was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I heard it, it was wild. I mean, I went in the room when it happened. It was just him and Coach Norvell and his people. So I don't know, but when I heard it was wild, man. Like the people, the recruiting people, it was crazy. It was crazy.
So people were going nuts about the commitment.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's cool. So few to wrap it up, what are a few things that you what are a few things that give me three things that you like about FSU, and then we'll go with I'm gonna pick another school. What's another one of your favorite schools? Again on there.
Um, I have to say, I say Alabama. I say Alabama.
All right, so give me three of your favorite things about Florida State, three of your favorite things about Alabama.
Okay, one I'll say definitely the staff. They're family oriented, and that's really one of the important things in my recruiting process. That where I want to go, I want to make sure it's family. So that's one of them. Two, I have to say their work ethic. I mean, Coach Norvell is going to push and push and push their team to the best. So that's another one. And three, I have to say their academics and what they have for me after football. I mean, Coach Dugans was explaining to me how FSU still has his back 20 years after his football. So it's just stuff like that. And about Alabama, I have to say definitely. I have to say definitely the academics there too. Definitely the academics there too, and also their coaching staff. I mean, shoot, they have a great coaching staff. They develop people well. I mean, Nick Saban, he's developed lots of guys, so that's a boost. That's a big boost. And thirdly, I have to say, mm, oh yeah, definitely their facilities. Definitely Alabama's facilities. They have top notch stuff. A lot of stuff is just top notch cryotherapy, stuff like that.
Damn, they do got cryotherapy. That's crazy,
Oh yeah, they got cryotherapy, they got a water bed, they got everything.
man. That's tough. That's man. Listen, man. The perks that these guys are getting these days, man. We had a cold tub. We were happy. We were happy to have the two jacuzzi, like, cause it's still there in the training room. The
Uh-huh.
layout of the training room hasn't changed. What was crazy was that got put there in '03. I think '03, yeah, because '02 we were actually they knocked down the moor, so that whole thing that you see now wasn't
Mm,
there. So they rebuilt the
mm,
moor. They put the training room in, and they had the big jacuzzis, and the jacuzzis could go cold or hot, and then they had the underwater treadmill, and that was the state of the art stuff. And we were just
mm,
happy to have a cold tub that you ain't have to like just get tight. You could just jump in because it was so
right.
big. You just get that
Yeah.
initial shock. But now you can go get
Right, right.
cryotherapy in 3 minutes. The 3 minutes of shock that you had to have to get ready to be in a 30-minute hot tub, you'll be out in cryotherapy.
Definitely.
And I think you're
Definitely,
talking about the
definitely.
deprivation chambers, the water thing. So like that, I've done that before. That kind of freaked me out because I
Oh
was
yeah,
floating.
yep. Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, other than that, man, we don't just wanted people to get a chance to really just chop it up with you, see what you're like. It's going to be a great recruitment. It's going to be a good time, especially and these are going to be some battle tested young men coming out of Mandarin because you got again you got 3 D1 guys in the secondary, a minimum of obviously Jamie D1, but I think we got a couple other guys that are going to be FCS, possibly G5 wide receivers at minimum, maybe even D1. You never know what happens. All it takes is one person to like you, and they got it's some talent there that's going to be developing them. And Mandarin plays big boy football, so it's not the lower level guys where you're just beating up on people. So it'll be curious to continue to see the journey of these guys, young men. Great young man, great family. I've never seen him really get in any trouble. Like I told Tramel, kind of want to see off camera, kind of want to see get a little bit, not because it's bad, just ain't nothing wrong with a little bit. Like whatever the line is, getting right there eventually. But it's a pleasure training you guys. Appreciate you hopping on this call, hopping on
Yes,
this with
sir.
me real
Definitely,
quick.
definitely. No doubt, no doubt.
Give everybody your social media accounts again.
Say so 2 on Instagram, SAYSOO.2 on Instagram, and Jamie Ffrench on Twitter, and JAIMEFFLRENCH. That's it.
All right, let's go follow Jamie and check out what he's got going. And again, see what happens when he gets the decision. My hope is that he makes the right decision for himself. That happens to be something that makes me happy. Other than that, I'm going to continue to follow him, and I will not root against him unless he goes. But he didn't mention that school, so I'm not going to mention that. He didn't mention those schools, so we good right now. That's a great sign that he didn't mention those schools. The other schools, though, I'll be like, all right, if ain't nothing else on, I'm gonna come check them out and see what's shaking them. All right, man. Enjoy your Saturday, man. Stay out of real trouble, and go Mustangs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right then, coach. Nice talking with you.
All right. Again, another good kid, another Mandarin Mustang. Got some FSU interest. We'll see. FSU's got to do what they got to do. As I always say, it's their job to recruit them. They get paid a lot of money to do it. That being said, I would love to see him in Garnet Gold. If he's not, I'm going to always support him. So on that note, I ain't doing nothing else until Monday. I will see you guys then. Make sure you check this out. Share it in the different Seminole groups. Share it in the different groups. Two great young man here in Jamie Ffrench, and appreciate you guys chopping up with me. We'll see you guys. See you guys later.